Today we're here with my neighbor, the person who sees after me whenever I leave town, checks my property, Mr. John Harley, with the nickname Bobo.
Bobo, right. Well, the report that the grandparents give me, I was born in Tallahassee, but my grandparents come got me when I was a couple of months old. Brought me down the road there. Well, I'd say Miccosukee.
Yep.
And this is where I grew up with the grandmother and grandfather, which was Jesse and Mattie Harley.
I remember your granddaddy being a guy who had money. I remember him being a guy when you would go to church, and we, had a rally. We always call it a rally, and we were trying to raise back then. If you raised $50, you did good. But your granddaddy, if you raised an offering or something like that, he said, "Okay, look, if you raise another $25, I'll put another $25 down there," and everybody would pull everything out of their pockets that ought to raise that. So Jesse Harley would put that extra $25 on the table. But I know also if you didn't do it, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So he was he had money. But what I want to ask you about is maybe how he got it.
Well, he got it from people. I'm gonna just be truthful about it. I would say from weak-minded people, they would come to him and with an illness or something, and he'd give them some medicine, and he'd charge them a fee, and he kept plenty of people coming to him too. And that's how he got hold to a lot of extra money. But they thought he was a doctor,
Didn't they
but
call?
he did do a lot of things to help people,
Didn't they call him the root man?
Yeah, they did do that. They did do that. But he had to be smart enough to make them, what I'm telling you is the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some connection that he got medicine from different places, and it helped a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah, it had to for them to keep coming to him,
Yeah.
Well, he would get some herbs out the woods and boil them and make a tea and whatnot out of it. And they'd take it, and certain illness they'd have it, and it would help them.
Do you remember any of the things he would give people for certain illnesses?
No, he kept me out of that. All he wanted me to do is know how to farm and, plant and grow corn and stuff, not nothing to make no money like he did.
How did he learn all that stuff? How did he know it?
I don't know. It was a kind of a gifted thing.
Was his parents into that at all?
No.
No?
Nobody in his family.
He just took it up.
And was successful with it.
I know he was, because I'm telling you, whenever we thought, I remember the house. Jesse Harley had the biggest house on this road that I knew about. Right down there, about a mile from 90.
Yeah, that's right.
And as I said, every time I saw your granddaddy, he had the slick back hair. He's very bright skinned. Can I ask this question? Was he?
Well, he was. I got a picture of his dad. His mother was an Indian, and his daddy was a white man.
Okay, I thought it might be the case, right? So.
It was Miss Hall down there, her daddy, and my granddaddy supposed to have been brothers. But my granddaddy's daddy adopted Miss Hall's daddy. But my granddaddy supposed to have been his personal son, But you know, he didn't raise him now.
Right. That was one of the interesting things. You told me that you all were related.
Yeah.
And
but you know, we couldn't talk that. We
I
was
was gonna say you
talking
couldn't
now,
talk.
but back then, you better not have said something like
Somebody
that.
would have been in real trouble.
Yeah.
But I know that you said of late, since everybody kind of who objected to
Done
this
passed
passed on,
away.
you and Miss Geraldine can talk about.
Right.
You know where I live at?
Yeah.
There's this big tree back there right across from Frederica's old house. Frederica told me that her dad, Gallup, used to be in the moonshine business.
Oh yeah, he did. He was in the moonshine business, and he got locked up a time or two with selling that stuff, and they did it for years and years. That was his thing. That's the way he made his money, selling moonshine. And they was having a big day at the church. I never will forget this. And he was to that oak tree you talking about.
Yeah.
When you said in your yard, I was thinking about up there where you grew up, but I forget about you right down there by the church. And on this side of the tree, Mr. Hudson had a stand where he was selling them big Miccosukee brims and had a couple of jugs, 5-gallon jugs of moonshine right there. And this was right behind the pulpit, you might say. But the pulpit was kind of on the other side of that tree. And he was on this side, the one facing you. And so I had my granddad's first cousin. He'd come into church there when they was finna start service and running his mouth, done got full of liquor over there behind the tree. And come in church running his mouth. So my granddaddy eased out the side door and come up here to Miccosukee and called Stunner Miles was the high sheriff at that time. Boy, somebody told him that say, you know, the sheriff is out there, and boy, my cousin like to tuck the door off the church. He tore them woods up going right through there. But they arrested Gallup, and they caught, I think he had about a jug and a half, them 5-gallon jugs.
Yeah. So they were selling it right there at the church?
Right there behind the pulpit.
Ooh, wow. That's interesting. How does Miccosukee register in your heart? How do you feel about it?
Well, it's home, you know. It's a place you've been all your life. I went away. I went to St. Petersburg and stayed about 2 or 3 months, and I don't know, for some reason, I'd rather have the country life than to have the city life, you know.
Right.
And at that time, I didn't like the way, you know, when you park your car at that time, you had to right on the streets and somebody in a room here and one there. And
yeah.
so I wanted to come back where I could just stretch out, you might say.
I understand totally.
And I stayed there 2 months.
Yeah.
And I left and come back to Miccosukee.
Yeah.
And my grandparents was getting old, and for some reason, and I asked myself this a lot of time, why did I want to, you know, stay around them, you know, but I did it. And I lived. I put it this way, maybe if I'd have went somewhere else, I might have been more successful, maybe. But that I don't know. But I'm living.